Hi everyone and welcome to my place. I love magnolias, and you know what? Just finding the right container for these to look beautiful can be quite difficult. So I have reverted back to a skill that I did a long time ago. Well, not a skill actually, just a little wee crafty thing that I've been up to for years and years and years. And it is a way in which I can create any kind of container that I want to display my flowers. It's called Decoupage. I've got a couple of really great tutorials up there. It's super quick and super easy. And you can just transform anything. Now this is an everyday outside terracotta garden pot, and what I did was I found this, well actually it was the paper serviette that got me, and I thought, oh, you are perfect. And when I looked in to my magnolias, I thought, oh yes, you are going to be the foundations for a wonderful, wonderful pot and container. So all I've done is you can see the video on how to achieve it. And what I've done is I haven't quite gone up to the top or the rims here. And the reason I didn't do that is because when I look at the magnolias, I sort of see, especially in the leaves, look, you can see just a little bit of rust in there. Perfect, that colour, and I know that that's exactly the same colour as what is underneath here. So when I did this, I just used an undercoat paint. I didn't use anything clever, and I just want to go around here with a little bit of sandpaper and just burnish back a little bit of the rim, just to make it a little bit more vintagey and agey. And I'm just going to get in there and do the same thing. Now once this is set and sealed, once you do your decoupage and you seal it, it's actually quite a vigorous surface in which you can work with. So just burnishing back that there, it's just where I've left the paint uncovered with the paper that I'm able to do that. So now you could probably do a little bit more if you wanted to, but to me that looks more rustic and earthy and a beautiful surface in which to use to display our flowers. So as I said, it's a great way, the decoupage, of creating the container in which you want. Right, give me a moment to get together some foam. I'm going to put some foam into here and we'll display these flowers, and it is just going to be one of those designs that you're going to be able to just love long after the magnolias have fallen to the ground, because with artificial they keep going, and I love that. One moment and I'll be back. I'm back. Okay, I've got another little tip I want to share with you. In this container there is a hole. We do not want a hole, and if you are using the grey foam, which is this foam, which has been specially formulated for artificial flowers, you still need to cover up that hole with something, because the little particles in this are going to scratch your surface. So what I like to do is I get a bucket and I plop that down into there. You use less foam than what you need, and once you have finished with it, you can take it out. The other thing I'm going to do is, even though I'm using artificials, I am also going to use some fresh foliage to go with it. Let me talk you through the materials that we are going to use. I've got these beautiful magnolias, and what's lovely about these that you can get from Prestige Botanicals is when you pick these to want to use them in a design, they last all of a blink and then they fall off. So using the artificial in with the fresh is a fantastic way of achieving a beautiful design. I'll put those up into there. I've also got some beautiful king proteas, which are going to be fabulous with this type of arrangement, which I want to sort of like be a little bit winter, a little bit spring, and something that's long lasting. And often when I loved a design that, because we're all busy, aren't we? I love a design that you can create and just leave it, and then when you're finished with it, you can just push it to one side. I've also got some lovely little tulip Magnolias that I'm going to use with it. These are lovely. I absolutely love those. They can go down into there. And I've also got this that we have in our collection here at Prestige Botanicals. That is a beautiful, beautiful bloom. I just love it. And like when I see into here with this little bloom into there, it's just the budded form, which is just gorgeous. Right, put that into there. Now I've got some blossom and I've got some pussy willow. So if you've got it in flower at your place, now's the time to go and get it. I've also got some artificial magnolia, which is fantastic, but if you've got access to fresh, then do use the fresh as well. So to begin, getting the blossom and shoving that down and into there like so. I've got 2 pieces of this. So I'm going to put one out that side and I'm going to put one out over to that side. And I'm just going to move that stick around, so I just want that out there a wee bit. So I'm going to do a design that I call my caged arrangement, where the flowers are going to be inside the container. The branches are going to form this lovely network or little cage of which the flowers are going to sit in the inside. I love pussy willow. And the other thing that I like to do is when the pussy willow comes into its little blossomy buddy bits, by putting it into the fresh foam, it's getting a drink and it's going to continue in the warmth of your house to open, and then yeah, they might just drop off, the blossom might drop off as well, but you're still going to be left with lovely green leaves, which is fantastic. So I'm putting a couple of pieces over to there, and I'll bring a couple of pieces in and over to there. Look at that, already we've got this, just with 2 forms, we're starting to have this beautiful picture. And now what's happening is the eye is hitting this, and then it's just traveling up. So it's an arrangement that's a complete work of art. I love that. Okay, either using the fresh, actually I might use that fresh there. So I'm just going to bring that down and over into there. And I've got another piece of this. I'm just going to bring that and over to there. So one side's a little bit higher and one side's a little bit lower. The great thing about the fresh magnolia is this stuff just keeps on keeping on, and it goes on and on and on and on and on. And yeah, the leaves will eventually drop, but it'll take a long time for them to do that. So I've got the 2 artificial pieces up there. I'll bring that bit down into there, another bit over and into there. And look how much ground you can cover with a decent piece of foliage. That can go down over to there, and I'm just going to leave that little bit there because I think that that's quite attractive to see that coming up. Now that I will get rid of with that. Okay, the next thing I want to bring in is this lovely piece of magnolia, which I'm just going to bring up and over to there. And the great thing about artificial is you can move it to make it do what you want to do. Now the next thing is I've got these lovely little tulip magnolias, and look, I'm just going to give that a little bend and stick that up and over into there to just sort of like cascade over there. And because this is going to be viewed from both sides, I'm just going to bring a little bit over to there. Look at that, isn't that just lovely? Rough and rustic designing at its best. Now with these proteas, I'm just going to bring one up and over and into there, and this one I'm going to make a little bit shorter. The other great thing about working with artificials is you can cut them if you want to, but I like to not cut, because by cutting it means you can never go back. So all I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to make that just a little bit shorter, and I'm going to bring that down and into there like that, so that my eye's going to hit, your eye hits that, and it's just going to sweep across and over to there. Now I've got the green ones, and with the green I'm just going to reverse this, and I'm going to bring that one up and over to there, and then with this other one bend that over, and I'm going to bring that one over to there, so that it's sort of almost like on the same plane of value as what I've got over there, but it's almost also like a step. So you see it there, and it takes your eye up and over to there. Now with my magnolias, look at that. I just want to look into that. Isn't that just beautiful? I think that that pink is absolutely delicious. And when you look at the container, look, you can see it in there. Oh, I love that. Oh, so with these, all I'm going to do with these is I'm just going to bend one there. Whoops, hold on. Oh. I hope this is looking all right from your side because I can't actually see what I'm doing from this side. So I've got one there. This one I'm just going to bend and bring that up into there a little bit. And with this one, I'm just going to bend that and bring that over. Let me just see where I'm going now. I think I might need to bring that down and into... till I see what I'm doing here. I'm getting very good at working back to front, everyone. And then I'm just looking at a little bit of a void there. So I'm just going to bring that down and into there. And that little bit that was there, I think that needs to now come up and into there. Now let me just bring this, turn this around so that you can see it. Look at that. Is this just not... Happy spring, everyone. Easy designing. Now, don't forget, if you're looking for buying or purchasing any of these beautiful blooms, if you go into Prestige Botanicals, don't forget at checkout to hit the Astar 15, and that will give you 15% discount. I hope you've enjoyed this. I've enjoyed sharing it with you, and I look forward to seeing you all again another day.